Well, hello there. Hi. Welcome back to another episode of Hot Comics. I'm Lisandra Vazquez.
And I'm Brandi Unger.
And today we have such a treat for you.
Yeah, you guys are in for. Make sure you grab us a little snack for this one, maybe.
Oh my gosh, grab a snack. And if you're hungry, if you're not hungry yet, you're gonna be.
You will be.
It's because we have
Damon Sumner.
And we talk a little bit about food here and there, just to whet your appetite. But without further ado, enjoy. Welcome to Hot
Hey,
Comics.
thank you.
Damon.
I'm excited to be here.
We're so excited to have you here.
I'm taken back. I'm not gonna knock down the fourth wall here, but I'm excited. I'm excited to be here with y'all.
We're excited to have you.
So excited to have you.
I was super excited because you brought us a really fun hot topic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm excited to get into it.
All right, and that is
food. Food is a hot topic I care a lot about.
We as well.
Oh man, and there's a lot of things. Food can break up relationships. It can destroy friends. It can damage family.
It truly can.
And I have some strong. My wife and I, we have some opposing food views that we don't talk about. Otherwise, it just mess the night up. You don't need that. Do you want me to dive into one?
Yeah, please.
So, I think one of the biggest hot topics that I feel is important to know is that McDonald's. A lot of hate has been going on the last decade or two about McDonald's. And I think it's important to know that McDonald's is arguably, let's not argue, it is the most underrated fast food chain on the planet.
That is controversial.
On the planet. The whole planet. I want to be clear. Not like just the United States, not 50 states, the whole globe.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Okay.
Number one, it's international. That's when people talk about what's the best chain with best fries and best. If you're in 50 states, get out of here, fam. You only got one flag above your chain? Beat it. Like it's not. If you don't have a passport, please do not talk to me. Let that be very clear. All right. That's one reason. Two, I don't know if anybody else has a B when they count. Like we have billions of burgers sold.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
they had to change the sign.
The sign. You know how much money that costs just to add that B internationally? Billions. So that's off top, number two. And number three, I think it was the biggest one, is that it's a cultural changer. Right? When you think about the Monopoly game, when you think about the Shamrock Shake, you're like, oh, is it back? You know what I'm saying? Like it changes our calendar.
Yes, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm. So those are a few reasons why McDonald's is, and it's the best fries. Like if you, I'm not even gonna. I could be here all day. If just pound for pound, if you take any fast food chain, their best fries on their best day, McDonald's is gonna win that one. Maybe a close one, but McDonald's is gonna win that. So that's off top. That's number one, right there.
Okay. Yeah.
Number one. Number two. Can I get into number two?
Yeah, please.
Food. I'm warming up here. I've got time.
I'm hungry.
So I'm a sweets connoisseur. Okay, that's important. I'm a sweets connoisseur. I'm not really an alcohol fella. Like, hey, you want to drink after the show? No, where's the key lime pie? Like that's how. That's how I dive into things, right? And I've been getting into the realization that cheesecake is the best dessert out there. Okay,
yes.
You a cheesecake crew?
I love cheesecake.
Good cheesecake. Yeah. You ain't said enough with confidence. You ain't said enough confidence.
when you know you love cheesecake,
you know. You gotta say it with your chest. Yes. And so cheesecake. First off, is it a cake or a pie? Real quick here. How do you feel?
There's a place in the Venn diagram where it crosses over.
There's a place in it.
It's cake.
But it's cake. It's called cheesecake.
Not all of them have crust. The pie has crust. Not all cheesecake has crust.
Okay. We're never gonna get into that. Okay. This is why. One, the toppings. So many different types. Hot, cold. I like mine cold. That's how I like mine right there up top. It's soft. It's fluffy. It's easy to make. Like it's just so good. Like what's your favorite type of cheesecake? Like you've got a certain flavor you like it plain. How you run it?
I do like a nice classic New York
Just
cheesecake.
a classic. I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Oreo.
Oreo, that's my number 2. I like a good New York with the strawberries on top. I like
that is nice. That is a nice.
Like a little drippage. I like my strawberries to drip.
Yeah.
Like a little drip on the plate, little razzle dazzle here. Oreo's very nice too.
And like dipping it in the raspberry. Yeah.
Yeah, but many people when they talk about desserts, they're like, "Hey man, you want to get some cookies?" Someone's like donuts. I'm like, first off, we're talking dessert. We don't
donuts
start,
at breakfast.
We don't start with donuts.
No, never.
That's not what you. No, that's not how you start. You start with the cheesecake. That's number 2. I really set that up to tell you my most important one, which, if I'm honest, is I don't think I've told many people this, okay?
Ooh.
And I don't know your viewership. Don't send me no emails. Don't DM me if you're listening to this. But I had a long run with just being in love with white women, okay? And the crowd gets real quiet when I say that in these streets. There's like continue. But there's 3 white women who changed my life. Sarah Lee, Betty Crocker, and Lil Debbie. Okay? These white women are game changers. You understand? They're the Michael Jordan of white women. They are goats.
And you killed another one.
Listen, I can't have more. My plate's full, Brandi.
Plate full.
Little Debbie. I mean, rest in peace, Betty White. But I think Little Debbie is the greatest white woman to ever be just, I don't know if there's a real Debbie. I don't know if she was hot in the 1830s. I don't know her history. I haven't looked at her WikiLeaks. But she changed my life. Like, I used to be like, I used to play football, you know what I'm saying? And I went to Shreveport, Louisiana with my grandmother. Yeah. And I fell in love with Little Debbie. And I came back with, like, the hips of a stepmom. Like, it was a...
Yes.
Like, I came back with a trunk. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Dumps. And just my thunder thigh gap was gone. And she got so many options. I could talk all day. But that's it. That food, those are my hot topics.
Little Debbie, you could bring that to a party, and you know about house parties.
Yes, I know about house parties. Here's the thing. I know about house parties, but I don't know about house parties. Because the way that I grew up, very structured. I'm the oldest of 3 boys. Okay. And so I had to be like on top of everything. Single mom, she was working late, so I went out in these streets. I was anti-streets, okay? I've actually been to 3 house parties. But I do remember my first house party. Do you remember your, like, off the top of your head? Do you remember your first house party? Like
as an adult?
Like, no. You're like, first, 13, whatever you were.
Oh.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? Middle school. How you remember your first house party? Like, go back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my first house party was in 7th grade.
7th grade.
7th grade. Yeah, I had no business being there. I was not ready for this situation at all. Like, I was, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in a shelter. No, I was not me. So it started, long story short, with me being at my 7th grade banquet, right? Like at school, right? So we're at school. I'm dressed up. I got my braids. I'm back in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here in these streets. And so, but I'm also like, I'm smaller stature-wise, wider. Yeah. Little Debbie.
Right. Of course.
You know what I'm saying? I had a big afro. I looked like Aunt Jemima in 98. Like I wasn't hot. You know what I'm saying? Friends like, yo, let's go to this house party. I had never been to a house party. I'm like, all right, we can walk there, get back. I won't get in trouble. It's all good. We get to the house party, right? And you remember when you get to your first house party, you're just taking it all in, right? You're kind of taking the scene in. I get to the first house party. I'm on the sidewalk, and I can feel the music in my chest from the outside, just like boom, boom. Like I'm like, what is? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, where are the adults? People should be sleeping now. You know what I'm saying?
It's a 7th grade.
Yeah, what is happening? I go inside my first house party. I'm like, this is crazy. No adults are around. Lights are low. Furniture's moved. I'm like, somebody's gonna get kidnapped in here. What is going on in here? So I'm frazzled. I'm out of my element, right? Again, I'm more of a Fruitopia donut sticks type of dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I turn left, right? There's a couch over here by the TV, and that's the first time I've ever seen a lap dance. Ooh. You remember that phase in your life?
Oh, wow.
You remember that? You got to think back for a second. Like lap dances, people are giving these out just in jeans. Yeah. Like in denim on denim, just lap dancing. And I'll be honest, that girl was working hard. Yeah. That girl was working. She was sweating from her brow. She was working hard. The fella, not so much. He was playing Snake on his Razor phone, and if I'm honest, I hope he's dead. I hope he got hit by a bus because he was disrespectful. She was putting in the work,
Yeah.
and he was giving no respect back.
No.
Not cool. Not cool. So that was the first thing that took me back. I was like, I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow in homeroom. Like y'all just gonna, all right, all right. So I go into another room. There's multiple rooms in this house party here, which I didn't know was a thing at all. It's like this den area, and that was the first time in my life I ever seen a guy and girl dry humping. Remember dry humping?
Yeah.
Remember
Do
dry?
I remember?
What an era! Dry humping here, and respect if you're still in that era. But dry humping,
Levi Lovin.
boy, just I mean, here's the thing about dry humping. I respect because you would do it about an hour and a half, go home with a rug burn. Like it would be a whole, like a little bit of blood. Like it would be a whole type of thing where it would just be friction and just, just I've got memories. But I'm about to leave the party. I'm there for 45 minutes. I'm in my church shoes. I'm out of my element. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I got my shirt from Burlington Co-Factor. I should not be here. I should not be here. I'm about to leave the party. True story. And as I'm getting ready to leave, a girl pulls me back onto the dance floor. Pulls me. Mind you, there's only like 6 people on the dance floor. Everybody was just on the wall, being wallflowers, watching. I'm like, oh, no. So she pulls me back on. I got my polyester slacks on. They're giving. And so now, right, we're just going to that Ignition remix. If you remember that hit right there.
Yes.
Hot and fresh out the kitchen. Mama was rolling that body. And it was a lot. It was a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you. We got through both of the verses. I ran outside huffing and puffing. I was like, I'm about to get pregnant. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go home, yo. And I walked all the way back to the school in time, and I got picked up. But that was my first house party.
I mean, you almost got pregnant.
Almost. Threw those pants away. A lot of blood, but it was a good time.
Are there any other songs that you have a strong attachment to?
A few others.
Okay.
A few others. Ying Yang Twins. I remember Ying Yang Twins.
Of course.
Great group there. Salt Shaker. Now, I hadn't heard this song in decades.
Yeah.
Right? So I hadn't heard this song in a long time. And I'm listening to this song, I don't know, maybe January. Driving to work, January, early morning. It's like before 8. Like I'm still young. Like it's early.
That's
Cresting your eye early. That's really not a morning song. I think we can agree on that.
No.
Not a morning. I don't know how that came across my playlist. I don't know what I liked for that to happen. It's like, you know what's going to wake him up? Shaking some salt. Shaking some salt. That's what's going to wake him up. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think very differently about this song. I think back in that cafeteria, shaking my sweaty tush. Back in the day, I was all in when I heard it at 14, 13 years old. Now, I heard, because the most important part of the song, they get to the point where they say, she's leaking. She's soaking wet. You gotta remember the words.
Yeah.
They say it 2 times in case you missed. Okay, catch yourself. You all right, boo? You all right?
No,
Okay.
I've also not read the lyrics, so I've always said she naked, she's soaking, or is that the edited version?
I think you're on the edited
No,
version.
I've heard the.
Yeah,
It's
I didn't hear the explicit.
She's
Look at-
leaking.
look at
Yeah.
me being-
Oh, she's already naked, boo. She's already.
Yeah.
You can't leak and not be naked. Yeah,
That's true, that's true.
Yes.
Shake it like sauce.
Okay.
She's leaking. She's soaking wet. She's leaking. She's soaked. Shake it like a salt shaker. Shake it like a salt shaker. 13, 14-year-olds, I didn't know what we were doing. I'm just out here just humping the dry. You understand out here? At 35, with one good knee and a bed skirt, I was like, this woman needs medical attention. Like this woman, you understand what I'm saying? Like she needs an ER. Like she's leaking and she's. I think we can agree. That leaking has never been a good verb. You know what I'm saying? Like your boat shouldn't leak.
Nothing should leak.
Your girl shouldn't leak on a Tuesday night. Like that's not leaking has never been a good verb. And also, we're honest. These are new sheets. I'm gonna need you. These are 500 thread count sheets. You better not be damp on my bed. You understand? Like she's leaking. No. You get some Vicks Vapor Rub and get off and sit on the couch. That's what you do right there.
Dry yourself off.
She's leaking. It's there's a certain type of like feel, like my hands feel dirty when I think about leaking. It's just soaking wet. That's not. Shake it like a salt shaker.
Medical.
that's just another song that came to my mind as I think about my old house party.
Oh
days.
man, super nostalgic.
I mean, I'm just thinking about you like shaking with a little Debbie in your hand, just
Remember we used to make playlists, used to burn like in
CDs?
Burn CDs.
what an
in
era.
Playlist.
Yes.
What an era.
Like,
CD.
I used to go
AOL,
AOL
all
like
these
AIM
things.
chat rooms.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of people these days don't know that. I'll say that sometimes, and people are like, I don't know what you're.
ASL.
Is this sign language? I don't know what this means.
Oh, it means you can get a lot of communication from ASL.
Yeah, that was an era. I miss that era. That was some good. That was the Wild Wild West.
It was.
It was.
It was a
We got
wild.
away with a lot.
Lot of not just us, but like a lot of molesters were having a good
Oh
time.
yeah.
I think they had a good life. I think they had a good life in that era. A lot of things went unchecked, unsupervised.
That's like the 80s was a great time for cheaters and murderers because
Yes.
there was no cell phones.
Yes, a lot of people bought vans in the 80s and 70s.
Yes.
A lot of vans were bought. just you don't know what you don't know, right?
Yeah.
You don't know what you. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I'm the oldest of 3 boys. Mom working hard. Because I would have to go get my internet from the grocery store on a CD, and it was a 30-day trial. That's how I would
Yeah,
get my World
for
Wide.
sure.
That's how the World Wide Web came to my home, right? And so we would have it, dial that bad boy up, right, for an hour and a half, and we would hop on the World Wide Web. And this is me, all right. On behalf of me, I just want to say for myself, I was a keyboard hoe. Like I was a dial-up hussy. Like I'm gonna be honest with you here. You know what I'm saying? I was loose. I was a broad brand floozy. You understand? Like it was a whole. I was ASA. I was a freak elite. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. Just untethered and unsupervised.
Unsupervised.
AIM, ASL, and I would change too. Like I don't know about you. Like what you changed? Would you put on a character? I became a thespian.
Oh.
Like I changed. I started acting. Like I was not gonna be a 13-year-old boy with pimples.
Oh no.
I was like a 22-year-old Morehouse grad. Like I was a father trying his best. You know what I'm saying? No, you know what I'm saying? Like I was.
That's why you can't remember your username
That's-
because you're like because it was something that made it seem like you
Yeah, I
were
was
somebody
changing
else.
it. I had different masks, like Aria. You know, it's like I was just out here, just all over here. So I was just a free man living. And we could be honest. I know for myself, I know it wasn't an 18-year-old girl in Hawaii talking back to me.
Oh no, that was probably me. 13-year-old in Roswell, Georgia.
Yeah.
If it wasn't Brandi, it was a 65-year-old man with a van. And I'm gonna be honest, I was fine with it. He said I was cute. He liked my profile pic. He took a picture of my feet. It was a good time. Everybody's bucket was full. All right, live your life, sir. Yeah. A lot of people went to jail in that era. A lot of people went to jail in that era. I'm sure of it.
Oh my god.
Wild Wild West.
Chat rooms though. Did you go into chat rooms?
I was in everything. I was in that door was open and closed. He has entered the room. I was in and out, baby.
Oh my god! And the door.
Yep.
was down.
Yeah. And like, cause you could go, there were so many
my
different
God.
themes of chat rooms. There was a whole new world.
I'm
That's where you could try on all of your characters.
That's it. College room.
Oh yeah.
I was in Yahoo.
I was always 18. I always had to be 18.
Are
Yeah,
you?
duh.
Who's asking? Who's not 18? Who's
Right.
being honest?
I know.
In the early stages of the internet.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness. Even still on brewery websites today, they're like, "Are you 21 and older?" Like, who said no?
Yeah. Who says no?
No, you got me. You got me, Red Beer Brewing. What? What's all of that?
Oh my god.
Oh, those chat rooms said a lot. Said a lot of things. We just said things we didn't know. Like I don't know where I got those words from. Like I had because I watched. You ever seen soft porn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know it was soft porn at the time, but like we had cable for like every 3 months. It would come and go. Mama had it, we didn't have it. And Cinemax, shout out to Cinemax. They had a great run.
Yes.
Yeah.
They had a great run.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. But if you try to watch soft porn now, it's hilarious. It's just sketch comedy. If you try to tonight get some popcorn, listen to me. If you tonight get some skinny pop, okay, and 2 Star Crunches and a Capri Sun and make a day of it, okay? Just get a Squeeze It and 2 Swiss rolls, you understand? And make a night. I promise, get some friends over, share the screen, get on Zoom, do what you gotta do. And just watch some soft porn.
It's a community event.
It was so funny. Oh man, I might do it tonight with my wife. We might just pause on Bridgerton and just watch, babe. We gotta go to the original, the OG.
I mean, it sounds sexy. It sounds like a fun date night.
It sounds like it's. And I thought that was it. I was like, oh, this is it, Cinemax. They weren't even touching. They'd just be like, Like, what? Y'all are standing up vertically. That's not how anatomy works.
Like, I could just watch a regular movie.
I could just watch a regular movie. I'll see more butts on Bridgerton than I have in soft porn.
Oh my god,
that's true.
I
can't. My face hurts. My face actually hurts.
I'm
right
starting
now.
to like actually heat up. But speaking of heating up,
Yeah.
you have chosen a hottie for us.
Yes, I have.
As you know, with our episodes, we have all of our hot comics choose a hottie, which is somebody that is a younger comic or somebody that they really admire.
Younger in terms of comedy years, not necessarily age.
This is true. Very true. Yes, these transitions very smooth here. Professionals. So her name is Luhray, and she moved to Atlanta maybe a few years ago. Very funny. Always love booking her on my shows. I run around town and just watching her work in the city. But yeah, she's always crushing rooms. Luhray.
Perfect. And we have all of her info here and on the show notes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Damon, for being here.
This was a blast. I appreciate y'all.
What a pleasure.
We appreciate you.
Oh my God. I'm going to go to the grocery store now. Give me some little Debbies.
Oh my God.
Get a few little Debbies.
Okay,
I'm gonna
wait.
subscribe to Cinemax.
Yeah, well, that too. Was there a special way that you used to eat your favorite? I think this is such an interesting conversation. Like, is there a way that you used to eat it?
My oatmeal cream pie?
Yeah.
Two ways. I would try two ways. One, which I wasn't a huge fan of, I would take it off like an Oreo.
Yeah.
I prefer the sandwich style.
Difficult. Mm-hmm.
Two, in my fat days. I had a fat era. I would try to actually eat it in one bite.
Ooh.
I would try to eat it in one bite.
That's a full hand round.
Yeah. It's definitely something done in private.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not.
I feel like eating all of those is done in private.
Yeah.
Like,
you're not doing it on a field trip.
I used
Just
to with the nutty bars. I used to take level of the wafer.
Yeah.
And then I used to because that extended the experience.
Yes.
So my
I
brother,
felt like I got more dessert that way.
Yeah.
my brother was really skinny, and I was a larger child,
sure.
and my mom would buy these things for my brother because his doctor was like, you need to fatten him up a little bit.
Sure.
And I was in middle school, and so I would get home at a different time than everybody else, and I would eat them literally in our pantry in secret, and my mom would be like, Jason, I'm so proud of you. You've eaten all these, and he's like, I haven't had any.
Well, did you buy them? Because they're gone.
They're gone. It's magic. It was the dog.
Dog.
Yeah,
And we have ghosts in here, Mom. I think we have a bigger issue.
And she'd find the packaging in my room. She'd had this good there. I'm like, I don't even know. No idea.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I didn't know it was in the house. What's a banana twin? What is that?
I've never seen them before in my life.
Oh my God, this is so good.
This was a great time.
Yeah,
thank you. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to that episode.
We hope you guys had as much fun as we did.
We had a blast. And I think I want to go get some McDonald's right now.
And I'm not even a fast food eater, but I will say I'm about to go get a box of Swiss cake rolls.
There's a lot of I'm going to get off on a tangent, but there's the movie with Michael Keaton about McDonald's that I recommend.
Yes, it's really good.
There's content that Malcolm Gladwell made about the oil that they used to fry the fries in, that it used to have animal fat in it, and that's why they were better back then. But anyway, here you go. Damon Sumner, the one, the only, the delight.
And if you want more of Damon, I want more of him.
He's the best.
He's the best. So he has two podcasts that you guys should all go check out. One of them is called Summon Up with the Sumners, and it's actually with his wife, who she is also just as cute and adorable as he is. And they have a relationship and dating relationship podcast, as well as a sports podcast, 4th and 10.
If you want to know more up-to-date stuff about Damon, his Instagram is @DamonJr2.
And if you want to check out more of his actual stand-up album, you can see him he did a fantastic job. You can find it on Spotify and anywhere you listen to podcasts. It's called I Know Who I Am.
I Know Who I Am.
In love with Damon.
Yes, we do love Damon. Everything is on the show notes. His hottie Luhray is also in the show notes and on the screen.
This was so fun.
Y'all, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Tune in next week where we have another
hot comic.
Ooh. Oh my God. All right, thank you. Bye.